Hey everybody, welcome to Pure Snowrunner. Welcome back if you're a repeat offender. Or Snowrunner, sorry. Cheesehead Trucking. Welcome to Cheesehead Trucking. Snowrunner's my other channel. Welcome to Cheesehead Trucking. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back if you're a repeat offender. We're a level 14, just shy of 15 on the last episode. So let's go. We got to make the 20. We got to make it to 20. I don't know where we're going. Oh, log stacker. That's a big old piece of equipment. What do we got? 389. I think that's one of the trucks that has the. Oh, man, the last load was 40-some thousand. This one's only 31. How far are we going? 650 miles. All right, let's go. Yeah, the Snowrunner thing. That's funny. But it is my other channel, and there is a link to that down below in the description if you're so inclined. Wow. Which way am I going to go? Left or right? I'm going to say definitely left. They sure don't give you much room, do they? We'll give you 2 feet. Just enough to turn the wheels and bang into that. Whatever container. Crane. Alright, let's start the truck up here. I got my button box. Get inside here and get some lights on. My beams. Ship it in gear. Try not to smoke this thing. Oh, and I did. That is unfortunate. Let's reverse. Oh, this is a reverse. Forgot I changed my buttons. Where's my now? Oh, my steering wheel's upside down. Here's reverse. That's drive. My lights on? But it's that time of day. It's that weird time of day. Yeah, they're on. Can't see. I just took the long way. This is bad. I reset my load. Oh, I should have just opened up the camera. Like, what the hell is it? This way. Needed to go out that gate. Let's see if we can back it up. I am not a backer. Can I get out that gate going this way? You can get my thumbnail right away. Here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's snap a picture. Yeah, where we go? No, I'm gonna back up. I didn't take any driving courses on how to back these weird trailers. I just know with any of them you don't want to be going fast and you don't want to take drastic maneuvers. Or with any trailer for that matter. And get it to where I can just jackknife this thing. Turn the other way. And the camera on. Still didn't get far enough, I don't think. Oh, gotta go forward, not reverse. Oh, so this was a bad. First I introed with the wrong channel. Then I come pulling out of here and I'm going the wrong direction. Turn this into a pretzel. Where's the button? There we go. Go back the other way. And I went to the wrong side of this too. You know what? It's gonna work. It better. Sorry, Steve. Didn't mean to go this way. First day on the job. No, I have not been drinking. Alright, well at least we got out of the park. That is a plus. Should have took a picture while I was out rolling around here. It's a yield. Stop sign. What are we looking at? Well, we're full tank. I get my button box, my tracker thing set up. I will be able to not have to do this. Eye tracker, so I can just look out the window. Still haven't got it hooked up. It's still the same day though. That was recording. Today's the 19th of February, real day. You guys aren't seeing this till March, something or other. So. By the time you guys see this, there will be a link to it down in the description. I am curious as if to anybody else is using one of them eye trackers. Please pull in for vehicle inspection. The nearest way station. I don't see a way station. But maybe when I get off onto the freeway, there'll be one. Where are the way stations? I get a $700 fine because I didn't see the way station. That's worth bucky. I just assumed it was down here on the freeway. Alright, I'll stop twice at the next one. Not helping bankroll any. Why are these tickets so expensive? Just give me the 1,300 miles to empty. I think we'll make it. We only got 635. Yeah, I don't mind this truck. I like this one because the gauges are nice. And it has distance to empty. What is this? A Peterbilt? Something or other? 379? 389 day cab? Something. Obviously. Peterbilt of some kind. Let's turn this out here. Happy beams. Okay. Thumbnail. Should we get that right away since we're here? On the wrong side of the truck, but hold on here. Like, how are you gonna see anything? It's dark out. Hit the space bar and then I can change the time. Oh, brightness, sorry. Change the time of day. Make it roughly noon. Pretty close. Let's see where we're gonna put the logo. We're gonna go up or left with the logo, so we'll put it there. And a little bit more. Upper left, maybe a little bit. Alright, good enough. And snap the picture. Alright. Now back to driving. Now back to a regular scheduled program as I'm going back to darkness. So, what should the topic of today be? I can bypass this way station. Yeah, because it's right there, you know. Today's topic be? Previous one was if you ran into a celebrity, or if you have. But, I else to think about it, I guess. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Obviously, this is a new channel. It's been going for a little while. Trying to grow. You know, I know it's just going to be a grind. Once I hit level 20, I get my own truck. I'm still going to stick it out. I think what's max? 36? Or the attributes, 35. What's 7 stats? 5 per 35. 36 would be max level as far as that goes. What's all your fuel economy and high value cargo and hazmat stuff and all that stuff is full. I think it's 35. Sure. Back up again. Actually, went down even further. Why are we so much lower? But, once I get to that point, I might switch to, and it's only a possibility, switch over to, multiplayer. Driving on there. And it's, I don't know yet. I think I like the traffic aspect, even though I don't care for the traffic. They're a pain in my butt most of the time. The only traffic I'd be running into, probably at this time of the morning, because I would still be doing my recordings in the morning like this, would probably be like people from the UK or people that have been up all night, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:20 to be exact. Most people aren't up this early to drive. They've been up all night and they're going to be going to bed here shortly. Or they're UK people or people from across the pond. And they're up because it's what, 10 o'clock in the morning? 10 or 11. I'm up this early because I have to go to work shortly. So get some recording in before work. Sorry, dude. Okay, there's a question. Topic of the day. That topic question of the day, I guess. Are y'all morning people or not? Some people are. Some people are definitely not. They're as far from morning people as possible. One of my coworkers, for example, 18-year-old kid. I mean, good kid, respectful, but he's 18, so he hasn't gotten his maturity shoes on yet. You know what I'm saying? And we get talking about, you know, he plays video games too, which is fine because I do as well. He can't believe that I do, but I'm actually older than his dad is, which I find funny. And but he's respectful, not obnoxious. I'm sure he is when he's around his friends, but at work he's a good kid. But not a morning person. I mean, he's a zombie for the first half the day. Then we start early. Well, in his eyes it's early. He doesn't come in till the crack of 7 o'clock in the morning. And to him that's early. I don't know if that's early for everybody else, but it's not for me. I don't sleep that late on a weekend. Typically on weekends it's 5 o'clock a.m., not p.m. And I've always been a morning person. my route was a morning route, so the papers had to be delivered before 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'd be up at 4, running around doing my papers. You know, and like on weekends, I would just stay up, and I would go get my papers at like 2 o'clock in the morning, get them all delivered. Because I was a kid, you know, I didn't care about sleep. I'd sleep later. So I would get my paper route done, then go home and go back to sleep. But I was always up. It was never an issue of having me. So, which is probably why I like getting up early to do my work. You know, my day-to-day life stuff. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekday. Every day of the week. 3 a.m. I get up before the alarm goes off, which is set for 3, but I'm up without having the alarm go off. And no issues. Nobody in my house. Well, there was one that's still just going to bed about that time. But the other one is not getting up until they have to. Matter of fact, she's like, "Why are you getting up so early?" Because I can record and it's quiet. Why would they make me go off and back on? I'm not going off and back on. Screw that. I'm gonna go off just at a stop sign and come back on. Screw that. It's game. Sometimes. You can't always trust GPS. I can bypass the way station. Awesome. Can't always trust the GPS. Like, here, take this snowmobile trail. Yeah, I've always been a morning person, so getting up early to me is nothing. When I worked years ago, I worked a second shift job. Worst shift ever. I mean, I worked until 2 in the morning. Then my body wanted to be up by 5 or 6. Well, typically I would go to bed at 2 and I was up by 9, and I was up for the day. But I hated those hours. Hated those. Most people would, you know, because what do you do after work? You don't just go right straight to bed, right? So you get home at 2. Hypothetically, you'd be up till 5, a couple hours, you know, after work, and then sleep, and then, you know, get up around noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon to be to work by 3. I didn't do it that way. I did it like I was somewhat on first shift. You know? I go to bed at 2:30, get up at 9. To get home at 2, I can't just go right to sleep. Because I was sucking out of caffeine back in the day. Which didn't seem to bother me. Now it does. But, get up in the morning and take a shower and be ready for the day. And it's like, you're retired for a little bit, and then you got your wheels underneath it and you're good to go. So I did that second shift, and then finally a slot opened up on first at the company that I was at, and then I never looked back after that. Yeah, second shift you keep it. I don't want a third shift job either, because you're getting home is what time I'm already awake. I can't sleep when there's a light out. Body knows. I always wondered why my grandpa would get up early on weekends. Why are you up so early? He'd be up there, the first one up, you know, he's up at 4 in the morning. We're still horsing around as kids, we're still horsing around, getting ready to go to bed. He's already up, got his coffee and watching whatever morning show. And we Kids are still awake? Yep. Should get some sleep. And then you just sleep until noon, you know, go to bed and sleep until noon. But then as I got older, I got to be a teenager. I had to paper out, and then I worked farm jobs. So there was no staying up late. You go to bed at 11 o'clock and then get back up at 5. Go milk cows and do all your barn stuff. I hated that. Hated farming. I give props to anybody who's ever done it. I just don't care for vehicles. It's not my... You gotta go to there too? Man, trucks. Don't check me. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, 170,000 pounds. About 80 ton. No, more than that, 85 ton. Yeah, I hated farming. Still do. I've had friends that, you know, co-workers and stuff. They're like, hey, you should come help us out on the farm. No. Nope. Not gonna happen. I love you, brother, but I'm not gonna do it. I vowed once I turned 18 to never bale a hay, never milk another cow. And I've yet to break that promise to myself. I hated it. Because it was because I was forced to do it. And I never got paid. It was the farm, so you had to work it. And then my lazy brother wouldn't do a damn thing. But it was okay for him, because he's the baby. I was the middle child, and I got forced to do all kinds of crap. You get out there and milk them cows. Hey, my farm, it's your farm. You milk the damn cows. I got stuff to do. Like what? And smack. Alright, I'll go out and milk these cows. You go up and bale that hay. Stack it up in the barn. Get it up there. Yada. Myself? 10. Yeah, good time to learn. Yes, I hated it. Why are we going so slow? Can you get into fast lane and slow down? Jeez. It's game. Didn't punch on it. Oh yeah, I'm in the fast lane. I should go faster. So maybe I will go to multiplayer. This is traffic. I kind of like the multiplayer because it gives you that little dot or icon that shows that somebody's right near you. See, I was going to move over toward you, buddy, but now because all of a sudden you're going to pass me in the right lane and be pissed because I shouldn't have to pass you on the right side. You should be in the slow lane. Well, then let me move over so you can get around me. Ew. And now you don't want to do the speed limit. You get behind you and you speed up or slow down. This is like real life, I swear. Realistic traffic. Can't deal with it. Why you gotta slow down on the on-ramp or off-ramp, not on the damn highway? first shift jobs, and they're not morning people. They've worked that first shift job for 30 years. I think they're in denial. I think that they actually are morning people. Because why wouldn't you go for a different shift if you didn't want to wake up early? Like, yeah, I'm not a third shift person, but I've been on third shift for 25 years. What the hell are you doing on third shift? That's where the money's at. You get that extra kicker per hour. Really? So if you get $1 an hour for being on third shift as opposed to first or second, $40 a week. I think it's worth $40 a week to be able to sleep in or work the shift that you want. $40 isn't much. I mean, I guess it's $2,000 a year, but yeah. That's pre-tax. $1,080 a year. As long as you're not overnight. It'll add up a little bit more, but. In all reality, it's probably about $30, $35 on your paycheck a week. Again, I guess it adds up. Money isn't everything. It helps. But if you spend your whole life chasing the dollar, you know, like I gotta quit this job because it pays more. A good job's way better than a shitty job that pays good money. A good job that pays a little bit less money is better than a crappy job that pays a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you dread going to work every single day. It makes working there suck. Get up in the morning, it's like, man, go in, this is bull crap, they got me doing this. It pays good, but it don't pay good enough, and this, man. As opposed to working somewhere that makes a little bit less money, and then you're happy. Your coworkers are awesome, you know. I got lucky with the new position I have now. People are awesome, and pays halfway decent. In the city I live in, it's actually pretty good. Especially without a degree or whatever, because I didn't go to school for anything. I always thought about going on to, even if it's just a tech school or whatever, vocational, community college, whatever you guys call it. Just to get a trade, you know, like a 2-year degree, even a 4-year degree instead of college. Thought about being a teacher way back in the day, and realizing now that I'm glad I didn't, because they don't pay very well for what you got to put up with. I guess it depends on what you teach, but you know, a lot of that stuff's just going away. As far as classes that I took back in the day, I think those classes are important. I mean, your core classes, your math, English, science, whatever, them are all good classes to have. But you need life stuff, you know. Things are going to be practically relevant as you get older. Especially if you don't have a parent that's willing to show you things. Like, hey, Dad, can you show me how to do this? I would if I knew how to do it myself. Hey, can you show me how to do this? Well, I would, but I don't know how to do it myself. Like, okay. Or I ain't got time for that. Figure it out. I'll just take all my fingers off because I don't know how to use this, a saw or whatever. But, hey, I figured it out. Not that my fingers are there. never took metals, and I kind of wish I did take some welding in high school, but it was pretty basic. Not that I want to become a welder. There's money in it, but they work a lot of hours. It's a dirty job. Not that that really matters that much, but provided you got the right PPE, breathing and stuff like that, you're not breathing all those chemicals in, because they can be toxic over time and kill you. But still better than milking cows. Running a farm. Hated it. Worked some jobs. I've done a lot of different things. It's funny because for 30 years I did one job. 30 years. I mean, I did multiple facets of that place, but it was still basically working for the same company for that many years. And then that place basically goes belly up. And now you gotta find a new place. And the only reason I stayed at this other place for 30 years is because it was a home. It had been there so long that everybody grew up from late teens and early 20s when you started there to by late teens I mean 19 18 and 19 at that age when you start, and then now you're much older, 30 years older, and you're all now you're all lost. Now you're all wandering the pasture trying to figure out which barn you're going to go and your head in it. There's a lot of places that won't hire somebody of a certain age. They say they can't legally do that, but they do. We're not going to hire you because you're going to be retiring in so many years. Yeah? We want to hire somebody who's 18. Okay? And they hire that 18-year-old and they don't show up for work, or they show up whenever they feel like showing up. Like, maybe I should have hired the guy who's been at one company for 30 years. Whatever. Skippy here has worked all these fast food places, but yeah, he's going to be a great guy for this job. Did I get a picture of the ad? I think I did. No, I didn't. I don't think I got a picture of this one. Not gonna load. What was a blue truck? Let me see what this truck looks like. I don't remember getting a picture. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't look familiar. Gotta move it over. Hey, how's it going? Let's move it over a little more. Can we move it over a little more? How about we do it on this side of the truck then? Can I move that down? Q and E, huh? There, we get a little bit lower. Then I can move it back over. Rotate. Zoom in. You get a picture, we can stick a logo in. And the space bar. Slide to, ooh, sorry about that. It's hurt my eyes. My office is dark. Should be good enough. And snap the picture. And hit the button. Sorry about that. The time change. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to find a home. You know what I mean? Not that the job that I had was, they were treated me great, because they didn't. I stuck around because it was just home. It was routine. It was comfort, I guess. Not necessarily the best job, and it definitely was not. But then try to find that feeling that it's hard. Getting back out into the work, the real world, and see what's out there. And then realizing that there are so many better jobs that I should have done it a long time ago. That's what, had I done it 20 years ago, I'd be 20 years into some other company that's going to be around for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that time wasted. And the job that was constantly laying you off and then calling you back and laying you off. It's like, we're slowing down, so we're gonna pay you unemployment for 3 weeks. Okay, and that's here and there. That's fine. It's like a little vacation time. But unemployment doesn't pay crap in my state. They claim unemployment, you make $300 a week, which is garbage. And then you take taxes and you pay back your insurance out of that. So you're really not making that. You're only making $200 a week, if that. And which is what, $5 an hour? 40 hours a week. So, and you can go anywhere and make $5 an hour. Please fill in for it. I don't wanna. But it's just really annoying. I'm happy I got out of there. I'm forced to get out of there, I guess. I left on my own. I did, because I knew there was an end to the gravy train was ending. The demand for the product that I was creating was no longer a thing. Or it's such a weak demand that alright, get going here. That they didn't need anybody. They didn't need as many people. And I'm like, I'm just getting out of here. I'm tired of talk to the boss, and I'm like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. I can't collect unemployment. Try to make my bills. It's impossible. He's like, well, we're sad to see you go, but I don't blame you. And it was 4 months later, the boss resigned the position. So when I went in there, I just beat him to the punch, is all that was. He ended up leaving. Well, the thing is, he left. I mean, because the boss was a nice guy. My boss. I considered him my boss. He was a nice guy. Outside of work. Inside of work, he was okay, but he still had to be the boss, But outside of work, he was fine. And I ran into him. I said, so where are you at now? I know I had heard that he had left. I said, so where are you at now? I just ran him at the store. He's like, oh, I went to this place. Working there, so how you like it? And then he gives me the, But for him too, I mean, there was no. He knew the ship was sinking, so he got out of there. Went out on his own terms, as opposed to getting fired or just eliminated his position. And he's like, I was going to go out on my terms, not so-and-so's terms, because this other asshole took over. Sorry. This other moron took over. Him and I didn't. This other guy, this Mr. A-hole, Mr. A as I'll call him, he was an A, King A, and him and I didn't. Right off the bat. And from the time he started there until I left, the company was just falling. Because he had to run it his way, and it was not the right way. And he has no clue of what this and that. Just because you're a corporate butt kisser doesn't make you a business manager. You got to realize what you make and have some knowledge of what you're making your product. How are you going to sell it to other people if you don't know what the hell you're talking about? But anyway, what are you going to do? I'm going to get this lane. This is a weird exit. Weird. I've seen some weird stuff, but this takes the cake. But yeah, he got out Well, then come to find out, I just heard that ain't been that long. 2 years, maybe? Year and a half since then? Yeah, about 2 years. And I just found out that he retired. Like, retired. He got out of the place that he went to. Because when I asked him how he was liking it, he's like, meh, you know? And he didn't stick around, dude. I don't know if they let him go or if he, you know, to say, you know what, I'm just going to retire. So he had some knee surgery and, you know, some time off of work. And where is my green light? There it is. And he got out. And I think during his knee surgery, he enjoyed the relaxation time. And he's not getting any younger. You know? He always said, I can't afford to retire. When we were working at the other place. Gotta keep working. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And then now he's retired, I guess. I think he still tinkers a little bit on the side. I don't know if he's, you know, 100% retired. Even when I retire, whenever that's going to be, I'm still going to work part-time somewhere just to keep myself active. Because the last thing you want to do is just completely stop working. And what happens is you die. Stop 100% and you just die. Because your body's used to doing things. I mean, if you've done nothing all your life, well, that's one thing, but if you're used to getting up and the routines of work and this and that, and then all of a sudden you don't do anything, what the result generally is, holy hell, got some rain. Yeah. The result generally is not good. You just go from 100 to 0. I am letting you park this thing. I had enough trouble just trying to get it out of the train yard. What the hell was that? Port? Something or other. At least it didn't damage anything. This thing didn't pay very good, considering. Alright, we got her done. I want to thank everybody for watching. Appreciate you. Oh, we got. Let's do rental cargo. Yeah, so it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6. So level 36 would be max. I was thinking there was 5 and 7, but it's only 6 attributes. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. And that's it. Check out the links down below. And we'll catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.